long time no see. Happy Friday. It's about 12:30. I just got home from having a pretty all about me kind of morning. So usually on Fridays I don't have the boys, they're with their dad. And so I got up, you know, we fed the dogs, Parker went to work, I went to Pilates at 9, and then I had a pedicure appointment at 10:30. It's just been one of those mornings where I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna do a few things for myself, just kind of get the right tone going for the weekend. And I do feel awesome, very tired, and I probably can't get myself out of this sports bra. I don't know what's going on in my older age, but I didn't usually sweat when I would work out. Like, you know, I get a little steamy, but like actually sweat like normal people, that's never happened to me until recently. So we inadvertently took a break, and I can't really say it's a break. I mean, it's just one of those things where I've always done this job as I feel inspired. If I have deadlines, obviously I meet those. If I feel inspired or I feel like there's something I can share. I actually saw this like zodiac for influencers or zodiac based on influencers, and it said that as a Sagittarius, your role as an influencer is only to share things that you think people might find useful. And do you guys remember that's like literally the one thing I'm always telling you? I'm like, my content is vapid. If it's not useful, I don't want to share it. And obviously things happen, things get in the way, people get sick, or you know, life moves on no matter what your job is, no matter what you're doing, no matter what's going on, life keeps rolling. And that's kind of what happened to us. Is I, for one, am lacking a stream of inspiration. I really miss doing beauty content, but as I say that, I also, as I look for new products coming out, I don't find any of it riveting, you know, like I don't find any, like Morphe came out with new palettes recently and they're all neutrals. I lack inspiration because the products lack inspiration is kind of where I'm at. So as itching as I am to get into beauty content again, I told you guys do any of you guys have a neighbor that has a car that is unnecessarily loud? I'm like, how much is your gas right now? Because my gas went up like $25. I can't imagine his. In the most recent content that I've done, I've told you, oh my God, I got bit by the beauty bug and I'm so excited about makeup, etc., etc. But I'm really trying to buy new products or research new products or do reviews for new products, but like nothing that has come out am I like, wow, this is actually exciting, or this hasn't been done a million times. And so I'm lacking inspiration in that regard. I don't know if you guys have any ideas. Maybe there's some products that got away from me that I haven't realized, like that new beauty, there's like a beauty balm, like a cream or putty looking foundation from Bobbi Brown, I think. That sounds kind of exciting, right? So that might be something that I look into. So we are back to do this vlog, to say hello, to check in, but we have had a go of it, you guys. We have had a go of it. So we had a bunch of really bad storms that left our roof really damaged. It was so weird because in the area that we live, it was just our neighborhood that got hit like insane. Like it was crazy how bad we got hit. So much so that we had to replace our roof. And of course that is a back and forth kind of process because, you know, your insurance has to say yes, the roofing company has to be, you know, licensed, credited, this, that, whatever. They have to come out, there has to be pictures, there has to be this. It's a whole process. It would be like, I mean, it's just like any other insurance claim. You guys know, if you've ever filed a claim, it's not easy. It's a lot of hard work. Thankfully, Parker does all of it. We had a terrible storm and, you know, we decided, hey, we don't want our roof to leak. So let's go ahead and replace our roof and make our house a little more efficient while we're at it. And while they were replacing our roof, two things happened. The first thing was when they were installing some solar fans to bring down the temperature of the heat that, you know, your roof absorbs and then make your house more efficient so it doesn't heat up as much. As they were cutting the holes in the roof to install the fans, the wood fell down onto our AC unit and broke it. Good times, let me tell you. It was scary for a second, and they were able to fix it, and there was no like consequential damage or an additional cost to us or anything like that. But I mean, when you're home and you work from home and you're like, wait a second, you get a notification like your AC unit's been down for 2 hours. You're like, well, that's weird. So I called Parker. I'm like, is this normal? Is this part of the roofing? Like, do they have to turn off power? Someone got in there and saw the big piece of wood just boom, broke our machine. It was fun. Anyway, this was supposed to be a 24-hour job, and it turned into an almost 3-day job because as they were replacing our roof, they found a lot of rot. Yeah. I'm telling you, you guys, we bought this house. We were so excited, and it ended up turning into like a fixer-upper. This house has been a fixer-upper. It is what it is. We bought a fixer-upper, and this is life. All that happened with the house, and as they're doing the roof, I mean, they covered everything. They covered our lawn, they covered our plants, they covered the pool, and somehow the pool was full of screws and gutters and trash and all kinds of junk, and our pool company couldn't get any of the stuff out. So Parker was really upset. He was upset because the pool was covered. But the roofing company said, it's not a big deal because it happens all the time. We'll pay for your cleaning. But then our pool company was like, well, we can't see the screws, so we can't get them out. The only way we can get them out is if we get in the pool, and we don't get in your pool. So it was like, we've had a million issues with this pool company, so we just found a different one, replaced them. And I actually bribed my child to get in the pool and pull out all the screws. And Mateo does such a good job with things like that. Anytime you give him like a task, like a really focused task that has like clear, concise parameters around it, he does a great job. And so we took care of that problem. We found a new pool company, and all of this, you guys, while I had my uterine ablation. If you guys don't know what that is, we're about to talk about lady parts. So if you don't like lady parts, or you do not want to hear about lady parts, now you might want to just fast forward this intro. I decided to go through with a uterine ablation because my anemia was due to my heavy periods, right? You guys remember that. I mean, that was when I started vlogging, I believe. I was so anemic that my gynecologist sent me to an oncologist, which is, yes, a cancer doctor, but he's also a blood specialist. And so he was shocked when he saw my labs. He's like, how did you drive here? How are you awake and out of bed? And I was like, I don't have a choice. So after a bunch of extensive looking into what's going on, it turns out that my anemia was, like, I was anemic by diet or absorption, and I was anemic by blood loss. So the diet and absorption is an easy fix, right? You can do supplements or whatever, but with the cycle related, like the menstrual cycle related anemia, there's nothing you can do about that except no cycle, right? So stop your period. So I got put on continuous birth control, which I've never been a fan of birth control. I feel like it makes me act a little different, makes me feel a little bit different. It definitely affects my libido. It's just one of those things where if it's a medication you don't need to take and it makes you feel a certain way, then it's important to look for alternative options, right? I was like, you know what? I have read that uterine ablation is a treatment that you can get once you have completed your family. You no longer want any kids. You no longer want any kids, which means there's no possibility of me being pregnant, which means there's going to be no baby Parkers. I just really want to make an emphasis on that because I get a lot of comments of, when are you having babies and are you pregnant? Anyway, so I talked to my gynecologist and I was like, look, my family's complete. I'm almost 40. I would love to try uterine ablation just to see if it's going to slow down or even stop my periods, because I don't want to take birth control all the damn time. And she was like, well, yeah, but if you're not on birth control, your husband needs to get neutered. So that's a chapter for another vlog. So I was like, look, listen, that's not like, I'm okay. I'm okay with taking drastic measures like abstinence to not have a baby. I just really don't want to take birth control anymore, and I want to make sure that I do that. And I also do not become anemic again. You know what I'm getting older now. I'm having to do things like daily exercise to keep on my energy levels. I don't want to make it worse by also, taking hormones every day. So I went through with it, and of course, do you guys remember when you were like 16, 17, and you thought you knew everything? Like you had the answers to everything. You had a plan, but there was really no plan at all. You thought you owned the world and everyone was out to get you. And I mean, you had it all figured out. we're in that department right now with one of our teenagers. I remember that age, and I also remember that age because I was invincible. Like, I could stay up all night, sleep for an hour, go to work, go to school. I mean, I was enrolled at 2 universities and I had 3 jobs at one point in my life, and I was perfectly fine. Now, if I get a paper cut, you have to call an ambulance, you know? I was telling one of my friends, I'm like, listen, if they tell me there's a possibility for side effects, I'm gonna get all of them. If they tell me there is a range on recovery where it's like 2 days to 2 weeks, I'm gonna be on the tail end of things, because that is just what my body is like now. My body's like, nope, you know, you took advantage of me for a very long time, and now it's time for you to act your age. So all the side effects and a very long recovery. So ablation was a very, I mean, in hindsight now, in retrospect, I mean, it wasn't that bad. But when you're in it, you're like, yeah, this is awful. How did I let them char the inside of my uterus just willingly? Like, it was optional. How? So that recovery was great, and that recovery was nice with all the hammering and the roof, you know, and like the replacing, and then the rot, and then the AC breaking. It was good times. It was good times. And of course, it's just like it's the end of the schools here. The boys are both doing baseball, and there are times where they both have baseball at the same time. So my co-parent and I have to like divide and conquer. And so I'll take one, he'll bring the other. We meet somewhere, we go somewhere else, and we shuttle, and then we do this. And then it's like, I told him, I was like, listen, it was your idea to sign them both up for baseball, so you are not allowed to complain. However, I am allowed to complain. And he just laughs, you know, because he's like, this is just too much. This is freaking way too much. It's just been a lot. I don't know if it's how I am, who I am, how I've learned, if I've learned from my trauma or whatever it is. But as a teen and a young adult, I became very independent very quickly, very responsible. I mean, there wasn't a time where I didn't have 2 to 3 jobs at a time. And I was enrolled, either I was still in high school, or I was enrolled full-time at a university, or 2 at the same time. And so it's been one of those things where I have always had to rely on myself. I've always had to depend on myself. I've always had a rigorous schedule. I've always been pulled in a million different directions because I didn't have much of an alternative. And now as I've gotten older and I've learned the value of like a healthy, supportive relationship, and, you know, having an equal partner in my house, and, you know, sharing the responsibilities, and being able to participate in like my kids' activities and things like that. It's like I actually have a choice in which directions I want to get pulled in. And so when I started to do this job, it was exciting because I was able to socialize, which is the #1 reason why YouTube even started. And then when I realized that it was a way to regain financial independence and provide for my family, it was even more exciting. And obviously you kind of push yourself to the point of burnout. And sometimes it's because of patterns of behavior of how you are, like my ADHD, for example, or it's because I didn't have an alternative and I had to provide for my family. So I would go to the end and then some, and then completely burn out. And now I think I've just gotten to the point where I have healthy boundaries with my job, where I have healthy boundaries at home, where I have healthy boundaries with my co-parent, with my children, and being able to say, I know the kind of person that I am, and I know I push myself to burnout, which is not healthy, so I can't do that anymore. So how can I modify how I work, but still be able to have a creative outlet and still be able to financially provide for my family, you know? And so you start to modify your way of functioning, thinking, you know, budgeting so that I can take these breaks, or producing different style of content so that I can still in some ways connect with you guys and also release that like creative impulse that I get, which for me has always been really important. You know, some people exercise because it helps with their mental health. I exercise because I suffer from fatigue, and when I exercise, I get more energy. And so for me, my creativity is is an outlet for me. It's almost like therapy. And so it's very important for me to figure out ways to still be creative even when I can't produce like video content. So anyway, all of that to say, I purchased a blog 3 years ago and I was so afraid to start it. And I finally did. So if you guys follow me on Instagram, you've seen all about it. But if not, I'll link it in the description box. It's just CoffeeBreakwithDani.com. And it's just a random place where I share my thoughts, something that's been weighing on me, something that I have experience with, something that I found that will change your life. Like, I don't know, a shoe, a dress, a dog bowl, anything. I mean, it's just, for me, it's a way to almost publish a diary with my best friend. So for me, the blog is somewhat of a letter to you guys on something that I feel is important to share, that might help someone. And it's not necessarily something that is current in my life. It might be something that happened a long time ago. It might be something that I learned a long time ago. It might be something that is current, you know, and so it's important to take it for what it is. And it's just a piece of me in the written word. And if you choose to read it, wonderful, thank you, I appreciate it. And if not, you know, a lot of people aren't blog readers. I mean, blogs are almost obsolete at this point, but for me, it was just, I don't know, I feel like it's something that I can look back on and just remember what was going on or why I found that was useful at the time, or maybe make a new friend that understands like the concept of boundaries or Mother's Day or whatever. So anyway, I'll leave that linked in the description box, but let me tell you guys, it has been a while. I wanted to update you guys on everything that's going on. The dogs are doing great. They're all healthy. I don't know if I updated you guys here on Wesley's sundowning, but that's been going on too. So his vet basically told us he's at that age where he's slowly gonna stop, you know, recognizing us, recognizing sounds, recognizing his environment, maybe forgetting his faculties and things like that. So just to kind of look out for it. But it's one of those things that could happen really fast in a matter of like days or weeks, or it could be something that we have a few more years with. So we just butter him up, love hard on him, and just kind of take it day by day. Like I told you guys, it is Friday. We still have Saturday and Sunday. No really hardcore concrete plans. We'll see what we get into. We have baseball tomorrow. I just wanted to check in and be like, hey guys, here's an update. And I missed you. If you always want to connect with me, I'm always on Instagram stories, and I'm always now, I guess, on the blog. I'm still trying to figure that out. And you guys, if there is one thing that makes me feel unreasonably insecure, is when I feel dumb. And that's because it reminds me of when I was learning English and I felt dumb all the time. You know, you throw this child that's never spoken English before into kindergarten and she's like, Monday? And so I felt dumb for years. And so now it's one of my biggest triggers, is feeling dumb. And here's the thing. I figured out coding when I was like 13 on MySpace, or 14 or 15. I don't even remember how old I was, but I was doing coding, you know, embedding pictures. And now I'm trying to do a written blog with like no fuss, no muss, just really simple, straightforward. And I'm like, what the heck is this? Mateo, come help me. Mateo, my iPad's not working. Can you fix? I have turned into my mom. And you know what? It makes sense now. It makes sense. And I also appreciate that I wasn't a teenager that was a jerk to her parents. When my parents needed help understanding something, needed help with the printer, needed help with their computer, needed help with a phone call, customer service, I was always there to help them. And I think it's because I learned English later and I knew what it felt like. And I also felt helpful. And for me, y'all know, you want to fill my love tank, tell me I'm helpful. Tell me you learned something from me, it fills my love tank. And so I really want to raise my boys to feel helpful and to be polite and eager to help grown-ups when they don't know things like how to make their icons bigger on their iPad, you know, like that's important. And my son, who's 10, is now my little helper. But I'm not as old as my parents were when they were asking me for help, so that might say a lot about me. Anyway, that's the check-in. I want to show you guys a few things. Are you ready? First, this is my pedicure, and that's all you're getting. Second, this is my mister. Hey, hello, mister. Say hi to everybody. Say hello. Say hi to your friends. Oh my goodness, what's some handsome boy? Look at this paw. Oh, they're nice. Oh, okay. Did your mama startle you? You got plans right now, huh? You got real important plans. Mommy's interrupting them. The second thing I want to show you is my little Pachaco bracelet. Do you see that? Look at the little Pachaco on the blue string. Oh, my best friend Biffaroni Samantha sent me the little Pachaco bracelet for Mother's Day. How sweet is that? So cute. Oh, okay. All right, we'll leave you alone. And here's the third thing I want to show you is Mamoy. Hi, Mamoy. Say hi to your friends. Hi, Mamoy. Oh, the nice eyeliner. Can I see your eyeliner? Let me see. Oh, they're nice. Oh, they're nice. Okay. Oh, okay. 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 Oh, that's nice. Yes. All right, I lost count. The 12th thing I want to show you. Is that correct? 12? No? Oh, my Sophie LaRue, this is my girl, my Sophie LaRue. Yes. I love you, Mama. And then, wait for it. Well, look at this love nugget. Look at this little love nugget. Oh my goodness. So our friend KERRIE, Miss KERRIE Wheeler, sent us this little figure after I told you guys that Dope was passing. Gosh, I still can't say his name without getting like a lump in my throat. But I thought it was super thoughtful. I love how colorful he is, and it's just so beautiful. So we had to give him a permanent home in our studio. So anyway, KERRIE knows how important she is. She's been a subscriber for a while, and she's just one of those pandas that's become a friend. So I wanted to give KERRIE a special shout out and thank you for thinking about us and memorializing her Poe in such a sweet way. Anyway, y'all remember my giraffe? I had to move her. There was no way I can make her work in the background, so I moved her over here, and it actually ended up working better because I can actually see her every single day, even when I just walk past my studio, which is nice. And that was the whole point, is for that daily reminder of, hey, look, we'll make it through. We're gonna make it through. Did find this new artist that I'm gonna link down below. Beautiful. Beautiful artwork, and I just thought she was amazing and really good. A very good representation of what we kind of stand for here and how this channel got started and the point of this channel and the point of this community. And so I wanted to put this beautiful piece behind me, and that's in full view, and it's awesome and I love it. So I'll make sure to list the artist below. She has all of her prints. There's a print that looks exactly like this, but the mom has a baby on her hip, and it is gorgeous. But I knew if I bought that print, Mateo was gonna be like, is that me or Daniel? I'm like, God, can you put another baby in the picture? You guys, my boys, everything is a competition. It has to be even. Everything has to be fair. Everything has to be like equal parts. Like I can't give one 4 chicken nuggets and the other one 5. Like everything has to be exactly the same. And so it's been hard work, but I think I've gotten to that point where I can tell the boys, like, I love you equally. I love you the same. I love you just as much, but I'm the mom and I get to decide what gets what, how much of it, when. If I see this and I want to buy it for you, it doesn't mean I have to buy you something too, but it also doesn't mean I love you less. Do you understand that? Does that make sense? Do you know, and Mateo's really smart. He understands, but he's like, well, still getting shysted. And he keeps record in here because that kid is so smart. Anyway, that's a quickie little update. And by quickie, I mean like 30 minutes. You're welcome. This is a long ass vlog and it's basically just an intro. I'm sorry. You know, like some things just don't. You can't change the leopard spots. The long-windedness will never go away. So my plan for today was to kind of construct a summer schedule for the boys, because they will be attending a few little camps here or there, but nothing permanent, nothing like daycare. And I work from home and my time is precious. There's a lot of things that I do throughout the day when they're not here, like Pilates. And so for my own peace of mind, my own sanity, my own productivity, and also for the way that Mateo processes things and his anxiety and need for understanding
of the day, the schedule, the expectations, the rules. It's important for me, my own peace of mind, his peace of mind, to kind of lay things out. So I'm kind of experimenting with some time, some schedules, some like time blocking, some activities, some kind of like summer rules, because as much as I'm not anti-iPad, I also don't want them to be on their iPads for, you know, 6-8 hours a day. Like that's not cool. Not to mention that they need to get outside. They need to get some sun. They need to practice and not fall behind for when they start 2nd and 5th grade, you know, and so that's kind of what's going to take up the most of my time is summer planning, finding some activities, maybe some crafts that I could order on Amazon and things like that. So if I find anything super exciting, I will definitely share that with you guys. I did place a really big order for summer dresses, like casual summer dresses from Amazon. Wait, is that my back? Oh yeah, it is my back. Oh, I forgot this shirt was naked in the back. Oh, and I got a pedicure like that. Cochina. Between tomorrow and Sunday, I think I'm getting like 14 or 15. No, Mern, you cannot participate. So between tomorrow and Sunday, I'll be getting a few Amazon dresses that I ordered. And usually when I order something on Amazon, I order 2 colors of the same style in case I like it. And so hopefully that'll be something that I could share with you guys in the near future. And I wanted something that was almost like a t-shirt dress, like a swing style dress, something that is low maintenance, something that you could wear at home with the kids, something that you style with heels, nothing that you wear to an event. No, like literally casual summer dresses. That was super important for me. I want to feel cute, but I also want to chase kids around and I want to catch the ball and I want to still feel like myself while playing the role of mom. And so that'll arrive in the next few days. So I think I'm going to do that video in the near future. I'm also going to sit down and order a few little kits or crafting kits that I want to do with the kids this summer. And so maybe I'll do like an Amazon haul on summer activities that you could do with your kids. I think my only, and this is my overthinking taking over, my only problem with that or hesitation is that I won't have done the kits yet, so I really can't give you my feedback on they work, they're easy, you could do it with little kids, you could do it with older kids, so that kind of holds me back a little bit, and that's my brain thinking, is this useful? Will this help? Well, it's not useful if I don't cover all bases, and then I just get deflated. Like, I completely lose inspiration for sharing that. So if you think that a haul video on summer kits, craft kits, projects that you could do with your kids would be useful or exciting, I would love to do that. But obviously I won't have any hands-on experience. So I don't know. Here I go down the like negative train. Negative toxic inner voice. I'm getting better at catching it, okay? Anyway, I've been talking your ear off. I have stuff to do and we will be hanging out for the next 2 days. So there's that. Let me cut this short. 40 minutes later. And I'll see you later. You guys, it's almost 4:30. Would you believe me if I told you that I've been sitting here the whole time? I mean, I got up and I did the dishes. I got up and I put in my bottom retainer. I got up and maybe I got a snack. But I've literally spent all day sitting here. It's almost 4:30. I'll show you kind of what I've been working on. And I like to do things from start to finish, but that also makes me very impulsive and like I don't think things through. And sometimes I'm sloppy. So what I'm gonna do is just kind of stare at it for a while, and then when I feel like it works, then I'll print it out and put it where the boys' chore charts are and one in each of their bedrooms. So this is the plan that I came up with so that I could still work from home. The boys could learn to be bored and get creative, but they also feel like they have control over their day and feel independent. Also for them to play together and bond, and also so they're not on their iPads all day. So let me show you. It's gonna look a little weird because you know, the monitor's resolution. So basically what I did is a schedule, and this isn't finalized. You could tell there's some blank spots still, but I kind of broke down their day where they know what I'm doing, what they should be doing, and like independently or respective of each other. And so I specify when they can use their electronics or their iPad, when they can't. There are times where I'm working, so they have to be independent. And then it says Summer Bridge, which is a summer program that I want the kids to do this summer. And it basically connects their previous school year to their future school year. So the Summer Bridge program that Daniel's gonna be on is 1st to 2nd grade prep. Mateo's gonna be on a 4th to 5th grade prep. So summer bridge, and that's only 1 hour a day. That's all we're doing. And then independent. So here it says go outside or choose an activity. Then we also have quiet time. That's kind of when I'm making dinner. They have to read, do piano, or learn Spanish for 30 minutes, and then they have free time. Then it's dinner. So kind of like a little, this isn't rigid. This is just to give them a general idea of what the expectations are for the day. Obviously, if we have errands to run, if we have things to do, we're gonna veer off the schedule. It's not rigid, it's not mandatory. It's just to give them an idea of how to use their time and not always to be on their iPads, and to let mom work for a little while. And if mom needs help with dinner, they know when to help. So this is kind of a rough draft of the schedule. And then over here, I did a list, which I'm not done with yet, but this is gonna be the list of independent activities. So these are activities that they can do independently from me. So they can do them together and they can play together, but they just don't need my help to do any of the activities on this list. So when you look on the schedule, if it says independent, go outside or choose an activity, they're going to pick that from the list that I've come up with here. And this is stuff that they've already done before. And you can tell, like for pool, I put specific times because those are the times where I won't be at my computer, I won't have any calls, I won't be editing, I won't be working, and I can actually sit outside with them and watch or get stuff done and monitor them and make sure they're safe. Obviously, I'm missing an activity. And then books, they can read, they could do Where's Waldo, they have sticker books, things like that. This is a help mom with their chores, which means if I'm working, I'm like, hey, I actually need to peel a bunch of carrots. Can you do that for me while I get my work done? So these are independent of me. That means I could do them together, but not with me. And so I need to kind of play with this a little bit because I'm sure there are a million activities that I can come up with that I just can't think about right now. But this is kind of what we've been doing all day, along with browsing kits on Amazon and things like that I want to show you guys in a future video. I was staring at Amazon and just kind of trying to be creative with kits and stuff that I could order, stuff that wasn't super expensive, maybe stuff that was multi-purpose, stuff that we could do together, stuff that we could do independently, stuff that we could do independently or together, things like that, but also that my kids would actually enjoy. You know, because if I put on the calendar and say, or on the schedule and say, do this for an hour, and it's not something they're gonna like, it's only gonna come back to bite me in the butt. But if it's something that they will enjoy, it will captivate their attention for an hour. An hour is a long time for small kids, so you have to factor that in. If you have younger kids, like Daniel and younger, I would even break down this schedule into 30-minute increments. And if you don't work from home or you don't work, you're a stay-at-home mom, I would even break it down further into 20-minute increments, because young children have to continuously be engaged or they will get bored, not pay attention, be sloppy, you know, and just kind of get mentally tired. And so it's important to kind of base your schedule based on something that's helpful to you, but also recognizing your kids, their attention span, what they're into and stuff that they enjoy, so that you're setting yourself up for success. Almost 4:30, Parker should be home any minute from the gym. He is going to be so excited to see me this way, smelling as glorious as I do, and nothing to show for. You guys, good morning, happy Saturday. So it's about 9:30. Daniel's currently in the living room. He's about to change. We have to go to his game at 11, but I do have to get ready, and it's one of those days where it's like kind of lazy. We're running errands. We have to go to his game, then we're probably gonna go have lunch. I did ask Parker to see if he was able to make Daniel a skating walker. Have you guys ever been to like a roller rink, like a roller skating rink? We had one where I grew up. It's called Roller Skating Land. It was actually one of my very first experiences of like having a crush. So I was in 4th grade, I believe. So I was exactly Mateo's age, and I had the crush on the bad boy in 4th grade. And for me, that was weird because like I barely spoke English. 4th grade was when I finally figured out, like I finally got a hold on like reading. right? 4th grade. The bad boy in class invited me to his birthday party, and he was like really into rollerblading. Obviously, I had to be into rollerblading. And so we went to roller skate land, and it was awesome. I was so excited. I pretended to like chocolate cake. I ate chocolate cake. I didn't like chocolate cake, but you know, you gotta go with the flow. It's like when I start reflecting on like certain times in my life or memories that I remember, I'm like, gosh, there's more things that I did that I didn't want to do, and I just did it so I wouldn't come off as rude, or so that I would fit in, you know. And I was like, damn, I have, for the extent of like my existence, always done things that I didn't want to do, like eat chocolate cake. And don't get me wrong, I love chocolate. I'm just not a fan of chocolate cake. Weird, right? Anyway, the whole point of that story was to say roller skate land in Chula Vista, if you grew up there, it was like the spot. And so he didn't like me after his birthday party because he told everyone that for his birthday, I promised to kiss him. And keep in mind, like, my first kiss was when I was 17. So if Roger thought he was getting a kiss and I was 10, yeah, he was about 7 years ahead of his time. I give up. This is as straight as it's gonna get. Anyway, like 4 minutes into this clip, all to tell you that I asked Parker if he could make Daniel a skating walker. So like if you've ever been to a roller rink or even like ice skating rink, they have those like little frames. They're usually made with PVC piping and have wheels on them. And it's to facilitate the child it's to help them skate without falling down and like breaking their ankles, right? And so I was trying to find Daniel one on Amazon, and they're all between $100 and $130. Listen, I could go to Home Depot and buy all those items for like $15. Why is it $130? So I sent Parker a YouTube video. I was like, do you think this is something you could make like easy and, you know, easy, not hard? It's not gonna take up like, you know, too much time, money, effort, whatever. He's like, oh yeah, for sure. So he mentioned that he wanted to do it at some point this weekend. So that's like probably the only thing besides the baseball game that we have planned is the skate walker. Oh gosh, don't do things with your teeth, guys. I really don't know why I bother you guys with these like long vlog sections of useless information, but now you know that my 4th grade crush's name was Roger, and that I stopped being his crush because I didn't kiss him. Man, will they ever learn, you know, not to throw a tantrum when you reject them? I guess not. Certainly not symmetrical, but it's the best we can do. This is obviously a way cuter hairdo on a small child or someone that has more than 3 hairs, i.e. not me. And also, if you're gonna be in direct sun, I would not recommend any hairstyle with a part, by the way. But today was just one of those days where I was like, I want the hair completely out of my face. I don't know what we're gonna do. I don't know what's going on, but I know I want nothing going on here, and I don't want a ponytail. So this is what we did. And this is a hairstyle that my mom would do on me when I was little, except she would do my hair with lemon juice and pull really hard. Ow. Right now it just looks pulled back, but this is just like the receding hairline from the Latina mom hair trauma that I received when I was little. What is it with tight ponytails, y'all?
Ice in my veins, I've been driving this train. Years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play, and I've got something to say, yeah. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no, I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la, 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 la. Oh, oh. again.
Hey you guys, it's almost 1 o'clock, so we just dropped off little man with dad, and they played so well. It was so funny because they're in the age group where it's more like herding cats than a baseball game. But all of a sudden today, it was their last game of the season, and boom! Natural instincts kicked in, and it was amazing. They actually won by 3, I believe. 2 or 3. So they were super excited. It was like a great way to end their season. We are actually on our way to have lunch. We found this place, well, I found this place a long time ago, and I've been wanting to go to it. It's called Calles de Mexico. It's like a Mexican street food restaurant. Not formal or anything, it's a very casual spot, but it has really good reviews for people that are familiar with Mexican street food, and it's like legit, like ceviche tostadas, they have tortas, all kinds of little tiny street tacos, mulitas, things like that, so I'm excited. I also saw menudo on the menu, and anytime there is menudo or pozole on the menu at any restaurant, it's only on the weekends. Today happens to be a Saturday, so I don't know, maybe I'm feeling crazy and we're just gonna randomly order it. What's going on over there with your new t-shirt?
Just enjoying my gum.
Estás mascando tu chicle como vaca.
Juicy fruit.
That's what my mom used to say. You're chewing gum like a cow. You know, they go. But man, if you do not chew gum like a cow, it doesn't taste good. It's what makes chewing gum so exciting, you know, especially if it's a sweet gum, not a minty gum.
Well, I'm starving. I haven't eaten all day. Think about these tacos.
I'm pretty sure you walked in a couple times and grabbed some snacks this morning.
Gotta bite this.
So don't act all like you haven't eaten
I
nothing.
had a pack of nuts.
Is that what you ate?
Yeah.
I thought you had a granola bar.
No, just a pack of nuts.
Just pure protein. Just some clean.
My good cholesterol. Gotta raise that
Good
up.
cholesterol. He had a doctor's appointment this morning, and he's like, I got my cholesterol down. And I was like, yeah?
By half.
Really?
Half.
Is it because you're on cholesterol medication?
Eating good and exercising.
It's because your medicine's actually working.
I forgot I was taking the medicine.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure you didn't tell your doctor either.
God.
Yeah.
He just thinks I'm awesome.
This guy goes to doctors and he's like bleeding out and he doesn't know why. I'm like, because you're on a blood thinner. Or he goes to the doctor and they're like, oh my God, your results are this. I'm like, did you tell him because of it? No. I'm like,
You put all my pills in the little pill thing, and I take them every morning. I have no idea what I'm taking. You could easily poison me to death.
anyway, we are on our way. I was gonna tell you guys something. I was like, I'm checking into town, we're gonna go eat tacos, and oh yeah, my nails. Let me show you my nails. I never finished telling you guys about that. So whenever I do not want to paint my nails, I still have to paint my nails. I've always had, it's called eggshell nails. And I thought it would go away after I got my anemia under control. And it doesn't. I think it's just genetic. So I have eggshell nails. If you have nails that kind of split like in layers, like they split and they break, it's kind of annoying. For me, it's annoying because you can tell they look kind of scuffed and they break. And so if I don't want to paint my nails, I still have to put something on them. So I use that Salon Perfect like pink clear nail polish to just make them thicker and more comfortable, and then I don't have to worry about cutting them, keeping them short, painting them, or them breaking. So I wanted to show you guys that. And I have really long, I don't know if you can tell, long nail beds, which is why my nails look so long. Are they dirty? Really long nail beds, but they're not actually long. I'll link the Salon Perfect pink coat, it's called. I'll link that for you guys, and the top coat that I used. When I'm feeling a little fancy, I'll put on some top coat, and that way it just makes them a lot thicker. But the shine is already there with the Salon Perfect. Like, you don't actually have to add a top coat. Ooh, a panaderia, we should go there. La Super Meat Market. Maybe their pan dulce is better. I miss my Chula Vista pan dulce. Do you think this taco shop is pan dulce?
Let's find out.
Let's find out.
o'clock. We just got home to an insane amount of Amazon packages. Whatever, you know, it's just for a video. It's for video. There's a reason behind all these Amazon packages. But the other thing is this package that Parker was like, oh, your Mother's Day gift isn't gonna arrive on time. It's super delayed. And I was like, well, why? It's custom. So it just arrived today. It's so cute. You wanna see? It's from a shop called Wear Felicity. It's like a little bracelet. It's kind of like these that I like to wear, like little string bracelets. But in that little bubble, if you hold it up to the light, there's a picture in it. But they say if you hold it up to the light, you stick your eyeball in it, you could see. Or if you use your cell phone's camera, watch. You put it right over the picture lens. Let me see. We'll move back so Parker can find it. Look at this Popo with sunglasses. Oh, I miss you, Popo. Isn't that cool? So you can put any picture you want in it. But I was telling him, I'm like, can I leave it on if I shower? There's an actual picture in there. So it says you're not supposed to get it wet. Isn't that cute? And look how little it is. The picture's in that tiny little bubble. So it'd be cute for like a boyfriend or a girlfriend, Mother's Day gift like Parker. Oh, we should make one for Sam.
Yeah.
With her cats in it.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. And she wears silver too. It's really cute. So do you guys remember I was telling you this morning that I asked Parker if there was any way he could do a skating walker for Daniel so he could learn how to roller skate? And he's like, oh yeah, piece of cake. Well, we saw this inspiration video, like a DIY on YouTube. I have no idea how old this video was because the man said that he spent $18 on supplies. Pretty sure we spent 70.
Yeah.
Which if you think about it, the walker on Amazon is about $135 plus tax, and it's not prime shipping, so it would arrive somewhere like at the end of May, which the boys' last day of school is next Friday. So anyway, Parker has the inspiration. He wanted to do it either today or tomorrow, so I was like, you know what, even if we do just save, what, 60 bucks? I mean, that's still 60 bucks. So that's gonna be something that we attempt at some point this weekend. I will be the moral support, he will be the builder. This is how this works. And that's it. But I really did think the supplies were gonna be like 20 bucks. Cause I mean, PVC pipe, right? Well, PVC cement alone was $14.
Casters.
The casters, the wheels, holy mackerel. Each of them was what, $8? This thing better be awesome, because the roller skates are. And he is so, I don't think I've ever seen him so excited about it. And he's kind of like my fearful child. Like if it's something that scares him, he just won't even try. He's like, no, I'm not, no, no. And you can't bribe him. Mateo, oh my God, he's so bribable. Daniel's like, no. No means no, and it's no, and that's my final answer. He'll even say, Mom, can you please stop asking me? I'll tell you tomorrow. He said that to me about his birthday party. Can you please stop asking me? He said something like, it's stressing me out. I'll tell you tomorrow. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. That's, really appreciate the open communication. So the restaurant was really good, and it was definitely like Mexican street style food, but not like, I'm from, my mom is from Aguascalientes, my dad is from Tijuana, but we grew up in the, like, we grew up as norteños, so like right against the border. So we're used to that kind of Mexican food. This kind of Mexican food is like from Ciudad de Mexico. So the menudo doesn't have hominy, it's a little greasier, it's a little spicier. So the food was amazing, but it's definitely regional to the city of Mexico, like Mexico City. So it was delicious. I would definitely go back. My favorite, so I got the tacos de lengua, which is beef tongue taco. I got a cactus sope, so sope de nopales. I got menudo, and that's it, right? Parker got a torta de milanesa, which is like a thinly sliced breaded beef sandwich, torta. 2 other tacos. And for me, my favorite, believe it or not, was the cactus sope. It was amazing. I would go back and just get 3 of those and I'd be like, happy camper. But anyway, I just got a bunch of the dresses that I was telling you for the casual dress Amazon video that I'm gonna film. It'll be up within the next week and a half, I would say at the most. and also the summer project, summer crafts, summer kits, again, about a week and a half at the most on my channel. Where else would it be? Say good morning to your friends. Say good morning to your friends. Why must you be so noisy? Why must you be so noisy with your fancy bandana, huh? You're just my loud girl. Just my loud girl. My freckle face. Bumpy! You having a good morning, Bumpy? Yes. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This is just a really quick check-in. In case you guys were wondering, we're still Snow Whiting it over here. Why, yes. Yes, we are. Look at that. We got two little majestic creatures right there. Yup. And then we got two mamas down here. You see that one? Oh, there's one. Where's your friend? Where's your friend? Oh, there she is. You see? Oh my goodness. Hello, beautiful. So we have this thing now. We call him Timothy. It's like one bunny in particular that's waiting by the front door every morning. And he's waiting for us to put the food out. Mern, shut up. Just be quiet. You're being loud and annoying. Oh, are you parkouring over here? Oh, okay. You're ruining my cute little video on the rabbits. Why is everything about you? Me. 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 Everything is about you. Why? Is it because you're the baby?
You are the baby.
This is why. This is why.
Who's your cub, cuz?
No.
You're a girl.
No, Mern.
Yes.
No, you're trouble.
Go get it. Go get it,
Mern, parkour.
Go get it.
Mern, parkour. Mern, parkour. I'm dead. I'm awake again. You. Mern, parkour. Can I show them the bunnies now? Or is it still about you? Can we show the bunnies? Can we show the bunnies? Can we see the Oh. Hey, seriously? This is not look at Wesley. Look at Wesley's face. He's like, I am not a part of this. Mom, you know that, right? Who's gonna clean up this living room? Look at me. Who's gonna clean up the living room? Not you? Sounds about right. Yeah, that sounds about right. And we're out. Well, you are such a good boy. I am so proud of you. You never cause any ruckus. You never make a mess. You never bark. My goodness, you're like the perfect baby in the whole world. Am I doing comparisons between my dog children? Why, yes, I am. There's no dog therapy. Yes, there's no dog therapy. Oh, the goodest good boy in the whole world is you. Yes, it is. All right. Sorry, guys. Sorry about that cute interruption. Let's get in here. Let's get in on this bunny action. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Hi, cutie. Oh, you're so pretty. Oh, look at the big ears. I love your big giant ears. Those are nice. Look at our friends. So anyway, let me finish my story about Timothy. So Timothy's always waiting by the front door or on the walkway. And when we walk out to put food there, he just kind of chills, like watches us. Parker says that he's probably making requests. Like, oh, hey, you did a little too much corn last time. Can you put some more seeds? Really like the papaya. Do you see our little restaurant patron up there? Having a good time? He's like, I don't got time for this rabbit stuff. I'm in a hurry. I got things to do. Solo dining. Yeah, I'm really excited. In the winter, it's kind of hard to see any of them. They don't really come out that much, but Lord have mercy. In the spring and summer, we got so many. We actually had a whole hutch of baby bunnies in the backyard, and Ernie was hysterical. We were convinced we're gonna have a crime scene. Oh, did you hear that? You hear the bunny? You hear the predatory bird sounds. Y'all better run. Oh, high alert. Oh, who's there? Just gonna chill against this tree. Just relax and try to look cool. Yep. We really need like a hidden bird camera for this because it's hilarious. There's two squirrels. We got one down there, and then we got that one up there.
Look. So cute. Look at this little one down here. Hello. Hello, Mama. Oh, you're my pretty girl. Hello. Look at her tail. Oh my goodness. I'll see you later. Oh.
Monday. Okay, so it's almost 1:30. Here's a scoop. You guys saw us yesterday very briefly. So we got up, we went to Mass, we went to breakfast, came home, did Daniel's skating walker, and man, that was like massive learning curve. So it was kind of like cutting and pasting as you go, but the good thing is that Parker has a really good engineering brain and I have like the creative aspect of it. So together we were able to kind of figure it out, but we won't know if it actually works or if it's tall enough or short enough until we pick them up from school today. But I fell off the face of the earth yesterday because after we did the skating walker, Parker's like, it's like perfect pool weather, what do you think? Which is why I have a sunburn. So we just hung out by the pool, the two of us, all day, all afternoon, drank a couple June Shine spirits, and yeah, just got ready for the week. I actually had jury duty this morning. I had to leave at 7. It took me 45 minutes to get there, and when I tell you that I was waiting on bated breath, like the entire, what, 5 hours that I was there, it was like I would pass on to every round. Finally, they sent me home, thankfully. I have always wanted to serve on a case, like to be a juror on a case. I've always wanted to do it, but right now in my life, in the season of life, with the age of my children and things like that, it's something that I just can't realistically do without having to impose on a bunch of people for support. You know, like today, thankfully the boys were with their dad this morning, and so I was able to leave at 7:15. Otherwise, either Parker would have had to take the boys to school. If Parker wasn't here, they would have had to wait outside the school for 30 minutes. I mean, it's hard, you know? And if I got picked, the cases go until 5 p.m. So like maybe Irma would have had to pick up the boys and they would have had to be there for 2 hours with her. And so it's a lot of moving pieces right now. And it was interesting to kind of see it all play out. And like I said, I would love to serve on a jury one day, but the case that we were potentially serving on today was so, it made me really uncomfortable. You know, it was like such a waste of resources, such a waste of time, so much entitlement, so much petty behavior from adults, kids in the mix. Like it was upsetting. It was upsetting on so many levels. And I was like, I didn't think that, you know, coming to my jury summons would leave me feeling so gross. But anyway, I really hope that you guys enjoyed this vlog. I do apologize for that like last minute hiatus that wasn't even planned. Yeah, how shiny my face is. I do apologize for that. It wasn't even planned, but like I said, it's just, I think I've just gotten to that point in my life where I'm able to honor my boundaries. I'm able to prioritize with, you know, my life and the people in it and things like that, and just kind of let my energy flow where it's needed and the most useful, and I feel is the most useful. So we're here, we're back. I need to start prepping dinner because the kids are going to be out of school in about an hour and a half. But I wanted to make sure to check in and tell you guys that I missed you. And like any and all my vlogs, anything you saw, anything I wore, anywhere we went, as long as I can link it for you guys, it will be linked in the description box of this video, along with my blog. So if you guys are people that enjoy like a nice read, then I will leave a link to the blog down below as well. I love you guys so much, and you know what to do. If you found this video useful, entertaining, and learned something, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. And until next time, this coffee break is over. Bye guys.